Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be sharing a different kind of video with you guys, and I'm really excited about it. As you guys know, I am busy AF, okay? I run not only a YouTube channel, but a house and a restaurant because I'm a full-time working mom. My husband is literally never here. He works out of town. I've got 2 kids, and I have to get everything done. I have to take care of the whole house. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys a homemaking routine for a busy mom. I like to call this lazy homemaking for the millennial mom because that's me, and I don't have a lot of extra time. I so wish that I could have so much extra time to make everything perfect, but that's not always the case. And I know that you guys are busy too. So today I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I do every day to keep on top of things and to make sure that I have everything in the house under control. Don't get me wrong, there are some days where I feel like I am running around like a chicken with my head cut off with my hair on fire. I have a restaurant that I have to run as I'm the manager of a corporate restaurant chain, and that is a very demanding job, especially right now during a pandemic. Things are so hard and so confusing, and things are constantly changing, so that is one stressor. I also have 2 kids. I'm virtually teaching them at home. I am trying to be the mom and the dad most of the times because my husband works out of town in the oil field in Texas. So I spend a lot of time running around like a crazy person, but there are some things that I do to keep my ish together and to be able to keep functioning. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. I'll show you guys how I start off my day and what I do to just kind of keep things under control. From our household budget to my cleaning routine, this is how I get everything done and don't freak out. So when I wake up in the morning, I start off by making my bed. I also start off the day with a cup of coffee, just like everybody else on the planet. And if you don't like coffee, then I don't know how you do it. Like, give me your secret.
They keep on telling lies. That is how we stay alive. So you know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving in different rhythms. Still I know what you feel. We keep moving in different rhythms. Two different minds telling lies. That's how we stay alive. At least we try to survive. We're not the ones who hide. Two different minds.
Next, I spend a couple minutes in the morning after I get the kids fed and everything making my to-do list and also writing down how I'm feeling that day. I feel a lot of times like I need to be productive 24 hours a day, and that can make things really difficult because I feel like I constantly have something to do and need something to do, and that's not really the case. So making lists and writing down my thoughts and how I'm feeling really helps me a lot. I also like to prioritize like 3 things that I'm gonna do each day without question, and that helps a lot too.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light...
So the next thing I'm gonna be doing today is doing our budget. It is imperative for me that I do our budget, and I wanted to share that with you guys because I thought that maybe it would be cool to kind of see how we budget. I know seeing how other people budgeted really helped me before I started doing it myself. In the spirit of transparency, I also wanted to share with you guys how much money I made last year on YouTube. I know that's like a hot topic and something that people find interesting, especially from like smaller YouTubers like me. So I don't know how much big YouTubers make, but I will share with you guys how much I made because we're also gonna be doing our taxes today, so that's why I'm going to have an actual number for you guys to share. A fun fact about us is that we weren't always good at budgeting. For the first like 3 years of our relationship, I had no idea why we had no money, and it was because we didn't have a budget because we had only one bank account and we tried to spend money and pay our bills out of the same account, and it was just a hot mess, you guys. I actually have severe financial anxiety. For whatever reason, it's one of the things that I stress about the most. So having everything really, really organized is very important to me. I wanted to share our process because I know that some people have expressed to me that they also have that issue, and it's hard to kind of know where to start. I'm just gonna show you how we do it, and hopefully that will help motivate you to stick to your budget or help you be a little bit more productive or help with some of your like anxiety if you were like me and it's something you stress about all the time, especially since we're in the middle of a pandemic. I know a lot of people have had differences in income this past year, so this is just how we do it. I'm not a financial expert, but this is how we've been doing it for a couple years now, and it works really well for us. So that's the next part of today that I wanted to share with you guys. It's gonna be a busy, productive day, so let's get started. So the first thing that I do before the month starts is get a blank sheet of paper, and I put down every single bill that we have to pay for the whole month and all the stuff we're gonna have to pay. Then we'll go through and fill in how much they all are. Okay, so these are all the bills that we have every single month, and they are the ones that are reoccurring, like our mortgage and our car payments and stuff like that. So then at the bottom, I will put any extra expenses we're gonna have for the month as well. So this month we only have a couple extra expenses. The girls have dance costumes that we have to pay for their recitals, and then we also have a payment for the cruise that we're going on in June. Fingers crossed that COVID actually lets us, but that's another story. Now I'm gonna go in and fill in how much each thing is. Okay, so we have all of the different amounts. I always round up when I do this. So Tim and I get paid twice a month, every 2 weeks, just like most people. And then other income that I get from YouTube is very sporadic. So I don't actually count on that a lot. It's just kind of like extra money for us. It's like a little lucrative side hustle. So now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna pick which paycheck each bill is gonna get paid on, and I'm gonna list that out here so that way I know. So that's kind of how that ends up looking. Then as I pay them, I go through and I cross them out to make sure that they're all paid. I do have a really great template for budgeting on Excel, but I actually prefer to just write it down. I don't know why, but like the act of writing it down just like helps me a lot. I can see it on paper, I can color code it. Like it's just a very like, it sounds really weird, but like a very like relaxing thing for me to do. At the final step that I do is I go through and I tally up the amount that I'm going to need from each paycheck to transfer into bills. So we have two accounts, a bills account and a spending account. And then we obviously have a bunch of like savings accounts. So all of our money goes into our spending account on the day we get paid. And then I immediately transfer over however much I have for each check into the bills account. Then whatever's left over in spending account is how much money we have to spend on groceries or gas or going out to eat or other random things that we haven't really planned on. That's how we do that. So that's us doing bills. Now we're going to actually get together all of our stuff to do our taxes. We're gonna be using H&R Block to do our taxes this year, and a huge shout out to them because they are sponsoring today's video. And I'm excited to work with H&R Block because they just have so many great convenient things to help with doing your taxes. And for me, as someone who is working and also self-employed because of YouTube, it is more difficult to process than just doing your regular tax information. And so if you have any questions, H&R Block is really great because they have a lot of great things to help you. So let's get started. So whether you want somebody to do your taxes for you or you want to DIY it yourself, H&R Block has definitely got you covered. And if you're filing online and you have some questions, maybe your tax situation is a little complicated like mine, You can add support from a tax expert, which is definitely what I'm doing. So you can ask them questions that you have as you go along filling it out. Plus, the chat is on demand, so you can talk to them anytime that you need them. Basically, even if you're DIYing your taxes, you're not alone. You have help. And as somebody who has kind of a complicated tax situation with having to file self-employed taxes as well as W-2s. My husband works in another state. It's just a lot. So having H&R Block there to ask questions while you do it yourself is so, so helpful. They make it really easy to get human help if you need it. So you can ask them for help any point during the process, which is super nice. And it makes me feel a lot better about doing my own taxes because I do have a lot of questions, especially this year, that I'm so glad that I can ask them for help. So like I said, a huge shout out to H&R Block for sponsoring today's video. I do have in my description for 20% off your tax prep. If you click the link, it'll take you right there and you don't need a code. It will reflect the 20% off. And so check them out. H&R Block has you covered. It makes it super easy to get your taxes done so you don't have to stress about it. And that's the last thing we need to be doing right now is adding any more stress to our plate. Am I right? All right guys, so the numbers are in and I just totaled up how much money I made on YouTube in 2020. It is about $9,700. That includes all the sponsored content that I did, as well as the money I get paid from Google AdSense for the ads that are before my videos. This is not as much as I made in 2019. I don't have an exact number for that, but I do know that I made more in 2019 than I did in 2020. There are many factors that lead to that. For example, I worked full-time in 2020 and I was still doing YouTube exclusively in 2019. Also the pandemic, that really affected creators because a lot of companies were trying to save money. Kind of bad little side hustle. Paying taxes on the earnings I make from YouTube is interesting. I don't think that you realize how much a small business or somebody who works as a contractor like YouTube creators do actually has to pay in taxes. It's quite a lot, but that is it. And we're done budgeting for today and we've worked on our taxes. So do make sure to check out H&R Block if you need some help with your taxes this year. They're great for anybody that's DIYing their taxes and they have so many great services to help you. So make sure to check them out. So there are also things that I do every single day and they always start my day off on a good note. So for example, I tend to tidy up everything every single day. I don't deep clean every day. I don't have the time for that, but I do try to pick up the clutter every day, clear off the kitchen table, put the couch back together, clean the kitchen, sweep, all that stuff. I've also recently started doing laundry every single day. Now I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. If I do laundry every day, then I only have to do the laundry from the day before. So it's a lot less laundry, a lot less of a fight, and it just stops the mountain from growing huge. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect at this. There are days that I don't get it done because I work all day or something, but it is something that I do every day. I also enlist the help of my kids to help me do it.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't.
Thing that I have been trying to do lately to keep everything running smoothly is pick one spot each day to clean a little bit deeper. Now, probably not every day, but at least a couple times a week, I try to pick one area. Usually it's the kitchen, because if you can count on one thing as a mom, it's gonna be that the kitchen's messy. Am I right? am not cleaning the kitchen today. I'm actually cleaning our bathroom. So I'm gonna clean our bathroom today. This helps me so I don't have to spend my entire day off cleaning the entire house.
Hello, Ramona. I mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello, Ramona. I push back the serious feeling. The end's unknown. To get back the life I used to know. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this. I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
So one of the last things I want to share with you guys is that once I get everything done for my day, I also like to leave a list of things for the kids to help me do. While I'm at work, I work in the evenings, I know that they have accomplished everything that they need to do for the day, and I don't mind leaving them some tasks to help me out, whether it's putting away their laundry or, you know, picking up their stuff and taking it upstairs. I feel like kids really need to help out all around the house. They live here after all, and I think that it teaches them how to help out, how to get chores done, and also that it's not all my job. Running a household is a lot of work. Like, there's no reason that it should be all on you. If you have a partner, they should help out, your kids should help out, like everybody should help. It is everyone's house, they all live here. So I am of the belief system that everybody in the house needs to help out. So I usually will leave the kids a little to-do list of things to get done on nights where I know that they don't have anything going on, and a couple little things will help me out. They also have chores that they do every day, every morning. Occasionally I'll be like, hey, could you clean the bathroom downstairs? Or hey, it's okay to ask your kids to help you do stuff. It's also okay to ask your partner if they're not helping you, but it is okay to ask your kids and leave them a list of things to do. There's no way that one person can run an entire household. So that is just my little bit on that. But that's it for today's video. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight and behind the scenes of how I keep everything together, a couple little routines and things that I do to be able to run a household while also doing a million other things. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, hopefully this helped you out and gave you some tips, and it's okay to be overwhelmed. It's also okay to have a day where you don't do anything at all. You don't always have to be productive. So let me know if you guys have any questions or you want me to expand about this more. I will see you guys in my next video, and have a great day. Bye.